Hey, hi guys, welcome back. All right, Pisceans, let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to see where we go with this. We have a Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles starts us off with somebody that is either trying to make a decision or they have been kind of like I feel like we have a divine masculine who could have taken himself out of the equation to really contemplate things, contemplate how to approach. This could be somebody that has to think about things for a while. They could be wanting to make sure that they're balanced or wanting to consider what is the best action to take so it would be balanced. You know, what I'm noticing for the first time ever is that the kind of the dark moon that we see out here in the cosmos actually has a yin yang symbol attached to it, or integrated into it, I should say. And we see that he's like standing on the world but kind of off world, and it's kind of like the same person in like two different bodies, right? So I feel like if Pisces is dealing with someone, possibly an earth sign, and they're not communicating with this person right now, this feels like it's a no contact situation. It's not because they're not thinking about our Pisces. And this could be Pisces right here. And it's kind of like, oh, this is so frustrating. Like, but I don't know that this person knows how to communicate any faster than this. Seven of Wands. This is somebody who has to overcome a struggle. I'm wondering if they are an individual who's good at the macro, but not at the micro. So let's say this is somebody who is, you see them in a social setting. They seem to be very comfortable. They can, walk about and slap hands with people and be social. But then as in a one-on-one setting, it could be very awkward. And I say that because we have like this, person who is performing on stage and the fans love them, but how are they on a one-on-one? They may be incredibly uncomfortable in a one-on-one scenario. Okay. We have a King of Wands. This King of Wands energy is, even if they have a lot of emotions and their heart is huge, how come we can't see the rest of his face, right? We still see somebody who's like, they have a ton of emotion. They may use like symbolism. We see the artwork here and the body work. All of those dots, all of the patterning has meaning, right? But I almost feel like this person moves in like the way their heart expresses itself is through symbolic gestures. I don't feel like this person is a very good communicator at a one-on-one level. Like their big blockage is when they need to like express themselves to one person and it needs to come from the heart. Let's say, for example, that this person is a musician. That's a huge expression of somebody's heart, right? They're showing and expressing and, creating music, and it flows out of them. And that is the expression of themselves. And then the audience is to partake of that. But again, it's not a direct one-on-one. This person deals in the macro, not necessarily the micro, and they deal in symbolism to express themselves. It's almost like what their heart needs to say has never been easy for them to turn it into vocabulary. So even now, if there's silence, it's because in this case, they maybe are trying to consider, why do I do it this way? Can I stop doing it this way? Can't I drop that? I don't want to call it a facade. It's not a facade. It's just, it almost feels like they themselves want to stop operating this way. With the Ten of Wands, it's like lay down the burdens, lay down the guilt, the fear, the remorse, whatever it is that has prevented them from being able to just be, communicative and straightforward. It's like they would like to stop, operating in that way. We have the Fool upright. They want to take a leap of faith. So what we keep seeing here is someone other than Pisces has their own hang-ups. It's not because they feel very deeply, but they never found the way to describe what they want to, and even they want to unblock that and do the brave thing and just spit it out. Even they are tired of operating this way, of never quite being able to say the words that kind of like get caught in their throat or something like that. That's the way I would describe this, is somebody who's their emotions get caught in their throat. We have the Sun. They want to take the leap of faith and just say what they actually feel, with the sun there, shining that light out there, conveying how they really feel about things. That's what they'd like to be able to do. This is beautiful. Leo energy, Aries energy coming in. Now we have Queen of Pentacles. They'd like to really display something and give a sincere offer. At this point, in the beginning, they started out as possibly an earth sign, and then they shifted into a Leo, Sag, or Aries with the King of Wands. It feels to me like they know that they need to shift into the Queen of Pentacles energy, which would be the nurturing energy, which would be the grounding energy. They're realizing that they have to express themselves, offer something, and then actually make good on that offer by giving it and exposing their heart, right? Here they're actually kind of like their chest is a little bit more covered up by the beading and the body artwork than they even are here. It just feels like they're starting to understand, I want to make these changes. I want to be able to say how I feel to one person and reveal my true self in private to one person, and maybe express all the things that I haven't expressed before. Okay, what about Aries, excuse me. What about Pisces here? They could be an Aries. Pisces has moved on from this. 6 of Swords. This was maybe really hurtful that it's taken so long. This could be that Pisces has decided to exit stage left. 4 of Wands, 4 of Cups. What we could have been to each other, the life we could have had. I'm sorry, my tummy is growling. I loved him. I would have loved him. I would have married him. But you know what? I could never figure out how they felt about me. I tried to figure it out. We have this little man's head here that's open, and we have like measuring tape and little scissors in there. Like it's been, I tried to dissect it. I tried to understand. But you know what? Truth of it is, I think it was just me imagining something. I don't know. Maybe it was all in my head that we could have been good together. Like that's what it looks like Pisces has decided. Pisces surrendered this and said, I can't be with somebody that I can't understand what they want or don't want. I thought it could have been everything, but maybe I got it all wrong. This is sad for them because they're losing their Pisces. We have the Devil. Pisces even decided that this person might have been playing with them, messing with their head, messing with their heart, that this was a toxic partnership, that this is not somebody Pisces, maybe Pisces decided, I think it was just lust on my part. I must have just been really attracted to them for all the wrong reasons. It's like Pisces decided that they sold themselves a bill of goods, and they tricked them own selves into believing that this person was an emperor. Again, we have that Aries energy. So maybe they are an Aries and not an earth sign. I don't know. It could be any zodiac. We saw a lot for them. But I want to say that Pisces has let go of this particularly recently. And then what is Pisces doing right now? 10 of Cups, they're actively seeking happiness, or are they actually in a 10 of Cups right now? King of Pentacles, well, this is looking like Pisces might have just started dating somebody or will shortly, possibly an earth sign, somebody that they're thinking they could go the distance with. 6 of Pentacles, it looks like Pisces is starting to date somebody and is actually looking at another kind of love story. What does that mean for this person of the past? Ace of Cups, I mean, they may have found that, okay, I want to offer my heart to Pisces. I want to tell them that I love them. We have the Magician. They're over here trying to manifest the heck out of a chance to talk to Pisces. But we have the 3 of Coins sideways. I think Pisces already knows this. I think Pisces senses that this person is thinking of them. Messenger of Coins, they're even expecting a message. I do think that this ex is going to be sending a message. What does that mean? 9 of Swords in the reverse. It's not going to stress Pisces out. Why is that? 4 of Coins sideways. If Pisces chooses not to answer this person, they're not going to fret about it, because they're like, all the time that they didn't say anything to me, I definitely don't have to feel any guilt if I choose to not respond to them. And I'm not saying that this is any mean-spiritedness or anything on Pisces' side, but if Pisces chooses not to respond to them, Pisces is not going to feel like, oh my God, I should, this is mean of me. Pisces is like, they had no problem holding back from me. They had no problem leaving me in confusion. I don't need to respond just because now they say that they love me. I'm not going to have to jump just because now they're snapping their fingers. We have the Hermit sideways. I definitely think Pisces is going to have to think about this for quite a while to determine if they even need to say anything in return. Because this message is coming in when Pisces already has another partner, is already starting to build with somebody else. Universe, do you have one final message on this? Action of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. The universe says, well, what this whole situation reveals is that although this person hadn't said it, they have been hanging on to Pisces for a very long time. And it sucks that they couldn't have said, I'm trying to work on myself, because this says they've been lying about the fact that they've been still thinking and watching even Pisces all this time, but they took a long time doing this, which means it allowed the idea that this was really just an illusion to really settle in. Five of Pentacles, and the universe might say, and that led to this Five of Pentacles. They're going to be missing Pisces, is what it looks like. I don't know that I think that the universe is saying this is going to turn back around. We have the Hermit. They stayed in hermit mode for so long, and they're just now coming back because now they miss Pisces. But what about, were they there for Pisces? Did they think about Pisces? Did they really check in, or did they let Pisces believe that this was over and that they were never coming back? Two of Wands says, at least from the universe is like, when you stand at a crossroads and you let somebody else wait on you and you don't tell them anything about what's going on or what you're thinking, sometimes you lose your prize. I think that's what this is. Like, they were at a crossroads. They had a choice. And they still chose to be single and solo. And now their chance to reconcile, I think, is over. I mean, I'm sorry, but this just looks like if somebody held back from Pisces for a really long time, Pisces finally really got over them. Universe, you have one message just for Pisces on all of this. Ace of Pentacles. If Pisces is building a new happy love, a new happy relationship, a new happy foundation, it's because Pisces has changed, their life has changed, their destiny has changed, their timeline has changed, their pathway has changed. And this actually looks like a pathway that would bring way greater abundance, because that fish, especially it being the big fish, that talks about tremendous good fortune, because Pisces is choosing right for themselves. I really think this is not a vindictive one. I have to say, this reminds me a little bit of the Aquarius story, although that was a little bit more, like hard hitting. But this feels like the bigger message here is this individual is going to try to come back into Pisces world, but it is happening at a time when Pisces has already moved on for valid reasons. And kind of let's say this hasn't come to play yet. Let's say this character could still try to reach out to Pisces. Man, they better run. They better hurry, because the way this storyline lays out is, if they continue to procrastinate and not communicate with with Pisces moves further away every day and decides more concretely every day, I was wrong about them. They weren't my person. They were like my karmic. They were the person I shouldn't have, believed was my person, because they didn't care for me. They didn't look out for me. They didn't open their heart to me. They didn't even try. They let there be, if they felt anything, they hid it. They let it stay hidden. They also held back from me. I mean, what am I to do with somebody who doesn't tell me anything and isn't there beside me, other than to move forward? And I do think that this message is like the lesson of, when you wait too long to even express or tell somebody, I'm trying to work on me, that's how you lose someone. It's a lot to ask them to wait for you in the first place, but this person didn't even do that. They were kind of hiding in the trees, lying, pretending that they weren't spying, when all the while they were off planet. in silent mode, but thinking, but they didn't bring any of those emotions or reinforcements or love or expressions to Pisces. And I think that they're losing Pisces because of that. But that's kind of more like the warning for them, and more like for Pisces, if they're moving forward, if Pisces is moving forward without this person, it kind of looks like keep going in the new direction. If they don't get here in time, if Pisces already starts building with somebody else and Pisces is happy with somebody else, by all means, don't let an ex who's finally coming back around rattle things for Pisces. Not that, I mean, this storyline says it won't rattle Pisces. All right, you guys, thanks so much for being here. I'm sorry this one was kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. I read the stories that we get, good, bad, or ugly. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Don't forget to check the playlist to find your Pisces videos, or any videos that you're looking for. I try to put out 2 for every zodiac every week. Pisces, this is your second of the week. And happy Friday. Bye, guys.